Hey, if this one's for all the home buyers out there, I want to make a real quick video based on a US news article that I saw and kind of advising people on how they can switch lenders when it's appropriate and what are the risks. Now, there were a few things that were left off on that article I did want to address. The first thing would be the financial and the time commitment that your current lender or servicer has put in to getting you to that point or helping you even win that deal. What I mean by that is they're accessing credit reports. They have employees who are working on disclosures and setting up files. Hours and hours go into these things, and leaving somebody over $1 a day or an eighth of a point or a quarter point on the interest rate is not a good business practice. And the most important thing would be if that particular lender actually vouched for you to the listing agent and said, hey, we're going to get this deal to the finish line. That buyer is working with me and my company. That's a huge, huge vote of confidence. And if you just pull the rug out from underneath the seller, that's not a good indicator that they're going to have a smooth transaction moving forward. Okay. Second thing would be the main reason that buyers get attacked by other lenders is because of something called trigger leads. So as a lender, we access your credit report. Unfortunately, they haven't changed the laws just yet, and so Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion still have the ability to sell your information to a third-party lender. That lender is going to call and promise everything under the sun. And if it's a half point, a full point lower on the interest rate, I can almost guarantee you that you're paying for that somewhere in additional fees. Now, if you called the same lender that you're working with and said, hey, I want to access this rate, they would have the ability to help you and buy down that interest rate. So be mindful of that. Thirdly would be the closing date. Now, missing it is one thing, but people often forget that the risk of missing a closing date is losing thousands and thousands of dollars, right? Earnest money, option fee, appraisal fee, all of these things would go away if you need a 1-week extension purely to the seller because you said, hey, I was being a little greedy and I want an extra $15 or $20 a month in savings. The seller's going to say, no, I'm not giving you any extensions. If we miss this original closing date, I'm keeping your earnest money, and then you're out all the additional cost. There's a high likelihood of that. And the last thing would be the integrity and professionalism of this new lender, right? If it's somebody who has nothing else going on, they have 0 deals in the pipeline, and they can prioritize your file, well, that's not the lender that you want to work with anyway. If it's somebody who knows you're already under contract, the other lender helped you win this deal, and they're literally just stealing you away for $15 or $20, that's not the type of person that you would want to do business with either. So be mindful of making these decisions. Always communicate it with your original lender. Now, there's reasons that were mentioned in that article, and if there's personality issues, there's other factors to be considered. That's completely different than what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about somebody gets a call on a phone and gets promised a slightly lower rate. That's really the scenario that this video is geared towards. Now, if you have questions for your specific scenario, you can always reach out to me. My contact information is in the link below. Take care.